AI behind the scenes. How AI is developed and improved over time. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. There are many stories of objects in medieval lore that could move and communicate like their human masters. Furthermore, legends claim that wise men in the Middle Centuries had access to little artificial men, essentially sentient living beings. Moreover, according to Swiss philosopher Theophrastus Bombastus, we'll produce God's greatest miracle, the creation of man to make ourselves appear as gods. AI is the name given to the most recent attempt by our species to produce artificial intelligence. I'd like to give you a thorough overview of the development of artificial intelligence in this post, starting with the less famous times, when it wasn't even named AI, and ending with the current period of generative AI. Making intelligent machines, particularly intelligent computer programs, is the science and engineering of artificial intelligence. This is a quote by John McCarthy. In this essay, the development of AI will be divided into 9 key moments. These achievements are not dissimilar and unconnected. Instead, I'll talk about how they relate to the development of AI as a whole and how they have advanced since key historical moments. A conference held at Dartmouth. A summer research endeavour at Dartmouth College in New Hampshire, USA, in 1956 produced the Dartmouth Conference, which is regarded as a turning point in the development of artificial intelligence. The meeting was unique in that it brought together experts from seemingly unrelated disciplines, including computer science, mathematics, physics, and others, to examine the potential of synthetic intelligence. AI hadn't yet been defined. John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, and other well-known scientists and researchers were among the attendees. The participants at the conference explored a wide range of AI-related subjects, including machine learning, natural language processing, and problem solving. They also outlined a research agenda for AI, which included the creation of programming languages and AI-related techniques. This issue was discussed at the conference and is now a key in the study of artificial intelligence. The Turing test is still a crucial yardstick for assessing the development of AI research today. In the development of AI, the Dartmouth Conference marked a turning point. It created a framework for future research, declared AI to be a subject of study, and sparked a wave of invention. The evolution of AI programming languages, research facilities, and the Turing test are all examples of the conference's legacy. A perceptron. Psychologist Frank Rosenblatt created the perceptron artificial neural network architecture in 1958. It helped popularize the so-called brain-inspired approach to AI, where researchers create AI systems that resemble the human brain. Technically speaking, the perceptron is a binary classifier that has the ability to learn to divide input patterns into 2 groups. It computes a weighted sum of a set of input values, after which a threshold function determines whether the output is 1 or 0. The weights are modified during the training phase to enhance the classifier's performance. Deep learning and other contemporary machine learning techniques were eventually created by reviving the perceptron and incorporating it into more sophisticated neural networks. 1960s AI industry boom. As we discussed before, the development and widespread use of the perceptron artificial neural network made the 1950s a significant decade for the AI community. A significant amount of interest in AI research was generated by the perceptron, which was hailed as a breakthrough in the area, a catalyst for the so-called AI boom, this was. The 1960s saw a surge in interest in development of AI during this time. At the time, computer scientists and researchers were investigating novel approaches for building intelligent machines and training them to carry out activities that were previously assumed to require human intellect. The 1960s AI boom resulted in the creation of a number of significant AI systems. One illustration is the General Problem Solver, GPS, which was developed by Alan Newell, J.C. Shaw, and Herbert Simon. An early AI system called GPS had the ability to find solutions to issues by scouring a space of potential ones. The UK Science Research Commission's Lighthill study states that in no area of the discipline have the discoveries made thus far had the significant influence that was initially anticipated, and AI has failed to accomplish its lofty goals. The 1980s AI winter was characterized by a sharp fall in funding for the field, as well as a general lack of interest on the part of investors and the general public. As a result, there was a sharp decrease in the number of AI projects being created, and many of the ongoing research programs were unable to make substantial progress for lack of funding. Big data's ascent. Big data has been a notion for many years, but it only became well known in the context of AI in the early 2000s. Let's first talk about big data for a moment before exploring how it pertains to AI. Volume, velocity, and variety are the three main criteria that must be met for data to be considered huge. Volume describes the amount of the data set itself, which can be terabytes, petabytes, or much larger. Velocity is the measure of how quickly data must be processed when it is generated. For instance, real-time data from social media or IoT devices might be created and must be analyzed fast. Also referred to as variety, this concept describes the various data types that are produced, such as structured, unstructured, and semi-structured data. AI was previously constrained by the quantity and quality of data that could be used to train and evaluate machine learning algorithms. This was before the rise of big data. The 1990s saw considerable advances in AI in the fields of natural language processing, NLP, and computer vision, but both fields were still constrained by the amount of data that was available. The complexity and diversity of natural language were difficult for early NLP systems to handle because they were built on handcrafted rules. Deep learning's coming of age. The development of deep learning is a significant turning point in the internalization of contemporary artificial intelligence. The early years of AI research centered on symbolic logic and rule-based systems. Since the Dartmouth Conference in the 1950s, AI has been acknowledged as a viable subject of study. To do this, humans had to manually teach computers to follow a set of established criteria when making decisions. The capacity of these systems to learn from and adjust to new data was constrained, despite the fact that they were useful in some situations. Deep learning didn't become a crucial turning point in the development of AI until after the emergence of massive data. Researchers sought innovative approaches to handle and glean insights from massive amounts of data, because the amount of data available was growing exponentially. This issue was resolved by deep learning algorithms, which allowed computers to automatically learn from vast data sets and make predictions or judgments based on that learning. Artificial neural networks that are designed after the composition and operation of the human brain are used in deep learning, a type of machine learning. These networks are composed of layers of linked nodes, each of which applies a particular mathematical operation to the input data. The network may extract progressively sophisticated properties from the data as each layer's output serves as its input. The evolution of generic AI. In the present AI timeline, this is where we are. An area of AI called generative AI focuses on developing AI systems that can produce new data or content that is similar to the material they were trained on. Producing text, music, photos, and even videos can all fall under this category. Generative AI can be viewed as a significant advancement that followed the emergence of deep learning in the perspective of AI history. A form of machine learning known as deep learning uses neural networks with numerous layers to analyze and learn from massive quantities of data. In tasks like audio and picture identification, natural language processing, and even playing challenging games like Go, it has achieved astounding success. Summary. The development of artificial intelligence is both fascinating and inspiring. Both disappointing setbacks and amazing advancements have occurred. However, we have only begun to scratch the surface of AI's potential uses with programs like ChatGPT, DALL-E, and others. There are difficulties as well, and undoubtedly there will be more. So that's it for today, everyone. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Please use the comment section below to tell us your thoughts about the video. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to be notified of all the latest videos.